Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Melaina Landriault, and I want to thank you all for sharing space with me today. It's been a little while. We just celebrated Christmas. My family had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you, if you celebrate Christmas, had a wonderful Christmas as well. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever it is that you do celebrate, I hope that it was a joyous and festive time for you all. Now, stepping into this message, I had a dream a couple days back of this white car. It was like a boat, like an old fashioned, really big boat style car, and like one from like the 70s or 80s, and maybe even the 90s, actually. Come to think about it, I don't know what kind of car it was. It was just very long. It was a four-door white car. It had super black tinted windows, and the hood of the car was also painted black, and the engine or something appeared to be popping out of it, which I'm just going to assume it's the engine. For some reason, I'm thinking that's what it was. Now, I was in a home in my dream. This is a dream. I was in my home in this dream, but it wasn't my home. It looked like the aesthetic of my home, like the placement of it was similar, like there was similar housing around it in this dream, like similar proximities, and architecturally speaking, there was a lot of similarities to what was in my dream, but it wasn't my home in my dream. So this could be significant. I don't know why it's significant, but maybe some of you might find this significant. That sounds weird for me to say that, but I'm told that's accurate. So in my dream, I'm looking at what I feel is my bedroom, and as I look out the window, I saw this explosion of yellow and white completely take down a row of houses that were vertically across from mine. Now the homes, my home was located across the street and is horizontally located in comparison. And this car that I was looking at the beginning was a few doors down from my home, parked in front. And when the explosion occurred, as I looked out towards the white car, I noticed it had appeared to have completely blown up. And I think this car, like just by looking in the dream, the car was in alignment to the explosion of the vertical homes. Like it was like one home took down the next home, and it just went one by one by one by one, this whole firecracker of an explosion to the car, or from the car to through the homes. And it appeared like it was just the front of the homes that were in direct alignment to this car that were where the explosion came from. Like the back side of the houses look okay, but the front, every one of them had this yellow white flame emit from it. So in this dream, it was almost as though I had this thought that this car would blow up, almost as a warning that my intuition had picked up on previously. Before looking out the window, there was this thought that I had in my dream, and then when I looked out my window to see, I saw that what I had just thought just occurred. So the ability to pick up something that's clairvoyant, that you're able to see in the future, is significant here. And then the dream went from that scenario to me being in this sports type restaurant. And it's a particular restaurant, is one that's targeted for families with kids parties. You know, like when your kid has a birthday and they want to have a party, and you pay for the room and you have a birthday celebration for a couple of hours, your kid gets to hang out at this place. So I don't know one that is like this in my neck of the woods, but this is significant to this dream that I had, which is relevant for today's reading. So I'm in this sports type restaurant, and as I sat down in the waiting area, there was this mirrored seating area. So when you sat down, you would be across from a mirror. You would see yourself in this mirror, and there was this woman at a desk who had straight brown hair and bangs. And as I sat down, I noticed that something was off with my appearance in the mirror. So feeling off or having people like project onto you something in relation to your appearance could be significant. I also noticed that there was someone in the restaurant who I had disconnected with previously. I didn't really want to see this person, but we were in the same location, so whatever it was, what it was. And then as I saw them, and the energy of why we had disconnected was very present, so there was a bit of lying that occurred that created this argument type scenario where it was revealed someone's true character. And that lie that was brought forth was the energy that was sitting in the place. So some form, it's like the pink elephant in the room, or I don't know why I said the pink elephant. But yeah, it's like the elephant in the room. So some sort of, there's an expression in the 70s or something to do with a pink elephant. And I'm going to have to look this up right now because I feel like this is relevant. I don't know why I said the pink elephant. So just give me a second. I'm going to pause the video to look it up. One moment. Okay, so when I look it up, there's a few things that come up under the pink elephant in the room. So it's a phrase or a metaphor for a problem or challenge that needs to be addressed. I think that's just the elephant in the room is what that essentially associates with. But the pink elephant is something to do with hallucinations, like the phrase seeing pink elephants. I'm looking at the AI component overview of this, of what I just looked up. So the hallucinations, the phrase seeing pink elephants is a euphemism for hallucinations caused by alcohol withdrawal or delirium tremens. I don't know if I said that word right. Delirium tremens. The term originated in the early 20th century and is linked to severe symptoms of alcohol withdrawal. The pink elephant paradox refers to the difficulty of proving the existence of a concept or phenomenon that is only present in one's thoughts. So the idea of something existing that is present in one's thoughts, the existence of somebody going through severe withdrawals, something challenging that needs to be addressed. The pink elephant on parade. Well, I'm not gonna bother reading that. Something about Disney 1941. The mouse, Dumbo and Timothy. The mouse hallucinates pink elephants after drinking champagne spiked water. Anywho, that's the cartoon part. Then there's pink elephants in Parkinson's. A combination of Parkinson's medication and brain changes can cause pink elephants, such as hallucinations, panic attacks, or impulse control disorders, as well as actors in pink elephants to their advantage as opportunities to test their abilities. Okay, anywho. So somebody could be going through any of those stated things. It could be relevant to this download. So back to the download. The energy of the room was of this lie. Whatever the energy was that occurred between this person and this disconnection. Okay, that was present. Because it was not dealt with. It was just sitting in that same energy where it was left in what was being experienced. And that wasn't really the heightened part of the dream, but as I'm illuminating it now, I guess it's something to do with this download today. So some sort of discord that you may have had with a friend, a family member, somebody that you worked with, somebody that you had some form of a relationship with where it went sour and you guys had to go your separate ways because there was a disagreement and morally speaking, and it has not been addressed or challenged in the circumstance to be redirected into something healed. So when I saw this person in my dream, I had this memory inside my dream that I was scrolling through social media before the explosion part of the dream occurred. So I was looking on my phone before I had that premonition that there was going to be an explosion. I was, I guess, looking at this video in my dream, and the video I came across was someone that I have love for, but sadly lost their this relation through the disconnection of what occurred with that human being. So in the video that I was watching, that I came across, was of this person that I had lost this disconnect with in regards to the circumstance that occurred. And it was fascinating. I was watching them. They were playing basketball, and they were showcasing their skills essentially in this video. Then as it was getting good, you know, you're watching the video, you're it's like a video, like, or you're watching someone do a slam dunk and then they achieve the slam dunk. Except when it got to the good part of the video where they're about to achieve something with their skills, the parent of the person pops on, takes over the video, and is love bombing their existence to their child. Like, oh, I love them so much. They're so great. Like, just telling the world how much they love them. Yet they just cut off the major point of the video to tell everybody in the video how much they love them. Something like that happened. It was weird and uncomfortable to perceive. So this is what I saw in my dream. Okay, so that's the dream part of this channel. Then just like, I think prior to that dream, maybe going to bed, I think I must have been doing my prayers for protection or something, as I always do before bed. And I had this sharp pain in my belly button, or this awareness of a sharp pain in my belly button. And when I thought that or felt that, I thought immediately of a mother and child and an umbilical cord. So this could be significant, something to do with the severing of a connection of a mother or child, or a mother, and a mother of a child. Also 132 and 3413 could be of significance. And then also what's significant to this download is another thing that came up, that's this understanding that the ability to witness somebody in their experience and not have it impede on yours in any way, shape, or form. And what I mean by that is that you're not feeling judged by their experience. You're not having this need to compare yourself to or compete with. It's just to bear witness to their experience with no form of placement or impressioning of yours onto them is significant. Trying to make it fit, and also somebody trying to make it fit in their understanding of the world, to make it mold to their layers and levels of comfort is also significant. And then also the understanding that came forth is that no one is the same. Like, you cannot compare to another's experience just as another cannot compare to yours. It's like whatever you have gained in your experience of your life is no comparison into what I have gained in my experience into life. And that's not to say that I'm better than you or you're better than me. It's just what it is. It's an experience of life. And this is very significant for today's reading as well. Also, the numbers 1234 and 234 are relevant. And they're also, to me, what illuminates about those number sequences are that stages of awareness are taking place. So perhaps you have been somebody who would hear things when you hear another's sharing of their life or whatever, and you immediately try to compare it, or like what I've just mentioned, something like that has occurred with your structure, or maybe somebody around you is doing that to you. And what's happening is there's now this awareness is taking place, because it's like a construct of someone's foundation. Now this could be yours or this could be somebody else's, but there's a construct and foundation that's shifting. It's like it's being uprooted, it's being shaken. So things might be falling apart, things might be feeling like they're not the same as they once were, or they're somehow distorted in some way, shape, or form. And this is all happening to formulate some form of discovery. It's like, instead of focusing on whatever it is that's going wrong, it's understanding the development around the circumstances of what's going wrong. And 1234 tells me there are awarenesses at play and elevations occurring in someone's or multiple people's constructs. And these could be like coming in as a tower moment. Like it could feel like everything is falling apart. It could be your relationship. It could be something that was is now no more. It could be an actual physical structure of someone's business, someone's life, someone's circumstance, someone's home, like a structure, foundation can be so many things, right? And so like this is showing that there's some sort of awareness at play and elevations occurring. And this is sort of how people might be perceiving it, like by feeling it or how it might appear to them. So it's just being very present in the moments that you might be experiencing. If this is how you're feeling right now, like things are falling apart around you or things are shifting or it just feels like everything is unsteady or something is changing, and so many find change very uncomfortable. So it's just being present in the structure of the change to try to hold on or seek the elevation that's occurring, because there is some form of elevation happening, and awareness is very key to that acceptance. And also 14444 on my timer at that point. And then the song, also one that's been coming up multiple times, and I finally gave awareness to it and then it stopped, and it's the song, I don't know who sings it, but it goes, the final countdown, do 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 do, it's the final countdown. That just kept playing over and over and over. 255 322 323 could be significant. And the awareness that someone is flipping sides also came into my awareness simultaneously with some form of pain occurring. So someone could be experiencing pain in some sort of dynamic, and they're maybe flipping to another direction and then maybe coming back, some sort of back and forth motion of side to side understandings is happening for somebody here, whatever that is. If that resonates with you, by all means place it how it fits, and make sure it actually fits. Again, use your discernment, everyone. Also, there's a sudden realization that those who surround you are not who you thought they have been. Could be significant for some of you. And you may also be wanting to speak something into existence, some sort of truth into existence, but maybe you are finding or experiencing something coming up against you. The reason why I'm expressing this is coming into the message, and even the last few messages, there's some sort of this anxious energy that's confronting, and it's not mine. And it's interesting because it's like someone shaking in their boots. I just heard shaking in my boots. Someone shaking in their boots about something that you might say, something that you might reveal. Maybe you're touching on things. Maybe you're expressing boldly or loudly your opinions on things, or maybe you have a platform and you're sharing messages like myself, or some form of knowledge that you obtain and or understanding that you obtain. Maybe this is even at your work or within your family structure, your friendship circles, whatever it is. There's something that is being divulged or has been divulged that is truth. And people, I feel, are recognizing it, or maybe somebody is fearing that someone's going to recognize it. 47 is significant. I saw this number sequence on my clock and also on my timer at the same time. And so multiples could be significant, but also in the number sequence, when I saw 47, there was a 2 and a 3. So 2 and 3 could also be significant, whether that be the number, it could be the month. So what is it? February, March could be significant. They're both present in the construct. So 47, multiples, the numbers 2 and 3. So this is what I received in the reading. So I'm wanting to jump in just with a quick tarot to see what's going on with this energy. I do hope this message is meeting you all well. I am choosing to use my tattoo deck today. I haven't used it in a while, and it's what's being illuminated to me today to use. So we're going to go with that today and see what's in the energy. And I've asked for God and the angels to, as always, look over my readings. I tend to do this before I start my recording, my little prayer, and I invite in who presents me in these readings. So I've already done this and secured sacred space. So I hope everyone is well. I hope you had a really nice holiday. I really hope you felt blessed, loved, and I hope there's a lot of peace. I really have been appreciating the peace that I've received in my life lately. All right, so let's see what's going on. That's a little too many. The cards kind of flipped out and across the way, and I don't know which one to take first. So I'm going to ask for one card at a time, please. What is going on in this energy, this dream, and these channels? King of Cups. Somebody deep in thought. Looking at the card, that's what's coming out. These are too many. But the Star card flipped out. The Five of Cups flipped out. Seven of Coins, Two of Coins flew on the floor. I'm not going to take them, but they could become out. Oh, there we go. Something about justice is influencing this. King of Cups is thinking. This King of Cups, it looks like he's thinking over his drink. Lots of deep thoughts. The justice is influencing it. Let's see here, one more. No, that's too many. Thank you. One, please. One more. Four of Wands in reverse. But with the Wands coming in reverse, kind of angled as well. The Four of Wands is about being unsupported, an acknowledgement of some sort, some form of insecurity. There's instability as well, foundationally speaking, which supports the message so far in the channel. So there's some form of lack, and there may be a delay of celebration because the Four of Wands in the upright is all about celebrating and joyful new beginnings and such. But in the reverse, that something is delayed, and it's almost like it's something in delayed, and I feel like it's in regards to a perception of another. So we have this King of Cups, this thinking, man, this is what I think of when I see this, okay? And this man is not celebrating right now. He is feeling unsupported. He's looking at some sort of circumstance. I feel he has achieved. You see this tear here? There's a teardrop here. It's like, I feel like there's like a scheme. There's something he's thinking about. And he's coming across as responsible. He's coming across as somebody who thinks or is considerate of others. He's coming across honest and kind, perhaps educated. Maybe some form of position of authority, or this idea that he has a position of authority. He could be a mature man. He could be a father. And the reason why I say authority is the king represents a position, could represent a businessman, a position of authority, a leader. And that is what's illuminating to me, is this idea of authority. But the fact that the Four of Wands is in reverse, in the destiny goal positioning, it's kind of giving this something's not working. And then there's the Justice card that comes out in the center of it, which is what really illuminates is somebody's rights have been abused. There's some sort of abuse that's occurred. And something needs to be made fair. The Justice card is all about the balancing of scales. And the fact that this is influencing this man, and when I look at this card, I just see him thinking. And this card is all about somebody taking responsibility, somebody being honest and kind. So thinking about how honest and kind they have they been? Something needs to be made fair. Some sort of integrity and honor. And because it's not being made fair, or until it gets made fair, there is going to be a feeling of perhaps unsupported. Somebody feeling unsupported or unacknowledged or unstable in whatever their foundation is, whatever this construct is. So this right off the bat is what's coming up and illuminating here. Show us the past of this circumstance. Sorry, I want to clarify. I'm being told to clarify the King of Cups. So I'm going to clarify the King of Cups with my clarifiers. One moment here. So we're going to clarify the King of Cups, what it is that they're thinking about, what is this authority. Six of Cups sideways. No happy memories, or memories were painted of a female in a certain way, because the card came out sideways and the direction in which it's coming indicates to me this is speaking about a female energy. So this could be of a male and a female. King of Cups energy, some feminine type energy in relation. The Six of Cups is all about pleasant memories, building on circumstances with another, looking back and reminiscent, but it came out sideways. So looking back, reminiscing on pleasant memories is not an option here because something has been, I feel, distorted in this energy. Let's see here, because this, yeah, we have a Knight of Swords in the reverse. And the Knight is charging energy. The Swords is the fastest energy, right? It's cutting with an air. So somebody charging fast at past memories, slashing perhaps the truth. It's in reverse. So the Knight in reverse is indicating to me there's some unjustness, unfairness, some sort of disregard for another and a fast moving energy. It's tactless, it's impulsive, it's usually self-righteous, very arrogant. It could be even overbearing in communicating, some form of interrupting of the memories. So there's something that's been created as a disturbance in regards to the memories of this King of Cups with somebody where there may have been this, what was it that I used? Some form of disturbance of their rights or disrespect, abuse of their rights. There's something about abuse of rights that's involved here with the Justice card. So in this regards, this man, a King of Cups energy with some female energy. So let's just move forward and see what comes up in the past as that. So that just clarifies the King of Cups positioning. So they've abused their power in some way, shape, or form to paint some sort of memory of somebody that was unjust, and this needs to be cleared or clarified, or it's about to be. And I don't know why I'm now shuffling these cards again, but here we are. Okay, so let's just see here. There we go. King of Swords. Interesting. Shamima. And a Knight of Swords. Okay. Wow, this is a party. A lot of masculine energy here. 2 kings and a knight. A Knight of Swords again, a second time. This time it flew out in the upright. What's the future here? Queen of Wands. A lot of people here. So we have the King of Cups, and in the past we have a King of Swords. Recently we have a Knight of Swords, and the future energy is a Queen of Wands energy. The King of Swords in this deck, and being in the past, this could be somebody that gave advice, that this King of Cups was in some form of communication with in regards to their current circumstance and regarding some sort of justice. Some sort of justice that has to do with someone's rights being abused is really what's illuminating with the Justice card. Now, the King of Swords is a man. It could be a businessman. It could be some sort of a professional, like a judge, lawyer. It could be military intelligence. It could be, it's definitely an authority figure, somebody of power or perceived power, somebody who has superiority or experience in belief in justice and fairness. They're an analytical, they're fixed opinion. They could be a dictator, they could be ruthless. Conflict, perhaps harsh, is what this card represents. And I feel like this King of Cups gained advice or some form of awareness to move forward out of some form of a circumstance. So we're going to clarify the circumstance here between the King of Swords and the King of Cups, please. What is the circumstance at hand? So we have fast-moving energy, Ten of Swords, Page of Wands. Page of Wands. So fast-moving energy, Ten of Swords is to stop something dead in its tracks. Page of Wands. Pardon me. So somebody's like it's almost like somebody's starting off some form of structure, some sort of business. Something with means of creating economic value is what the Page of Wands usually, like it could be an application, somebody going to school, somebody reflecting in knowledge, some form of understanding of messages or news or anything in relation to this. It's to do with bettering oneself. And this was some fast-moving action to put a stop to whatever this action was. So whoever this person was that is requiring or gaining justice in this moment because of actions of the past, actions that stopped them dead in their tracks or tried to put an end to somebody's bright start. It sounds like somebody trying to move forward in a bright start. Clarify the Knight of Swords, this fast-moving, fast-moving energy under the Justice. Please clarify the Knight of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. And the Emperor. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Emperor recently trying to gain domain over something that's sneaky and deceptive. Some sort of construct going on. Again, this is about somebody's foundation. This is some sort of unjust behaviors that went against somebody's rights, that abused somebody's rights. And coming after their blessing. So some form of substantial money could be involved here in regards to this Ace of Pentacles. Let me just see the definition in this deck here. Yeah, so some sort of complete ownership. It's like ownership, great success. There's like some sort of opportunity that would be like, would help be an advantage for somebody. And there's some sort of sneakiness occurring here with the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is something cunning, some sort of skillful move. It's to destruct or dishonor, like to hide whatever this pentacle is, this Ace of Pentacle, and to be the lead of it all. This is how this is sounding. There's some sort of construct that's going to gain some sort of finance for somebody, and somebody is being sneaky and deceptive. This King of Cups, perhaps. This Knight of Swords is coming in with a Knight of Swords energy, trying to gain Emperor status in regards to this. So this could be somebody hired by this King of Cups to help deviate away from whatever has occurred or is occurring, to keep it hidden in secrecy, maintained, so that they can still land on top. I guess there's a perception of being on top with this King of Swords of the past, something that was construed to place them in a higher ranking perception. There's like something to do with perceptions heavy in this energy, like how somebody is perceived. So how this King of Cups is perceived versus whoever this is that they went up against. So it could be a business partner, it could be a lover, it could be a friend. It could be any of the above. Some sort of connection that was deeply profound was severed. There was something that happened that occurred, a form of celebration into non-celebratorial. Like it looked like everybody had a loss, even this person, but there was a painted picture. There was some sort of plan orchestrated behind the scenes. Clarify this Queen of Wands energy. I got a Queen of Cups here. So you got someone kind that comes across as a Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands energy in this deck is somebody mature, somebody magnetic, friendly, loving, honorable. The same with the Queen of Cups, somebody intuitive, so somebody who uses their gifts. So it could be somebody who just has differing belief systems, differing ideas of how the world works, is really what's coming to mind here. And they're landing right underneath this Four of Wands. So this is the person I feel this King of Cups. And again, we have a match, a Queen of Cups. This could be an ex. This could be a relational situation that broke. These are two different decks, which is clarifying that to me, because it's not a pair in the same deck. So it's a Queen of Wands, somebody who went off on a different venture. Wands and Cups are very differing elements. Cups being water, Wands being fire. So somebody being passionate and pursuing their dreams while the other one staying wet in whatever was their normalcy is how this kind of feels. So let's see where this all leads. And it's like, oh, I don't know which one to take first. This one landed first. Together, okay. So we have the Hierophant, Three of Coins in reverse. Three of Coins in reverse. The Hierophant is the current positioning. And with the Hierophant coming in as the current position, you may be, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like somebody's stumbling over their words. Like they've created, because I keep tripping on my words in this read, and I feel like this is to do with the word lie, because I brought up lies in the channel, which wasn't really something I was trying to talk about. I think something about pink elephants came up. So some sort of alcoholism could be involved here. Somebody's drinking a lot. They're not remembering things quite as clearly as they once were, or what they placed in effect as a lie hasn't been contained accurately. Therefore, it's like their foundation is shifting because maybe people are starting to see the truth of a circumstance. The Hierophant is telling me like this is somebody that's like they're morally right, like they're in their morals, they're in their beliefs. They're somebody that teaches, they're somebody that has profound understandings of some sort of symbolism, ceremony, religion, ritual. This is somebody sacred. And the Three of Coins being in the reverse is telling me that something was stated about this. So this may have been what this, perhaps maybe you're the Queen of Wands. Maybe this is what you were. Maybe you were going to school to become maybe a minister, or maybe you were training to learn some sort of skill to better your pathway forward. Maybe you cultivated from your life experience into something magnificent to help you move forward. And the Hierophant is showing me that this is something that is socially accepted. This is something that is high value. It's reflected upon as universal law, as goodness, as something important. You've been through a lot is kind of what this is showcasing. And the Three of Coins being in the reverse is showing me that somebody has maybe lied about a structure in regards to what you brought to the table, financially speaking. So let's say this is a couple. Let's say this is, because it did come up as the King of Cups in one deck and the Queen of Cups in the other. So maybe this is an ex, and maybe this is a couple that were once together. And maybe the construct at the time when it fell apart, or when something occurred that created some form of turmoil or disturbance, or this lie to begin spiraling into some circumstance for the Queen of Wands. If this is you, this might resonate. Whatever that is, it was placed to create this idea that you were the cause of whatever the destruction of the foundation was. But the reality was quite the opposite. But over time, this feels like this is a construct of time. There has been developments and perceptions made or engaged due to maybe some sort of circumstance with addiction, with some sort of structure that is creating a pink elephant in the room kind of vibe, which is why the pink elephant was brought up earlier. So this is coming into justice. The justice is here, and it's kind of pushing this reflection like to the forefront, where people are noticing or seeing the truth of it all. So let's see here. What's in the environment? Because the future energy is on the Queen of Wands right now. And this is illuminating. So whatever the King of Cups has done to this Queen of Wands, clarified by the Queen of Cups, and now the star energy is here in the environment. So there's an illumination of someone's pathways forward that is beneficial for the earth. The star card is very significant in this justice here. This is showcasing, or could stand for, like light at the end of the tunnel. Like this may have been a very dark time for somebody involved in the structure. It could have been a dark time for this Queen of Wands. However, it was illuminated that it was more for the Knight of Cups. But I feel like the truth is, at the end of the tunnel being the King of Cups being influenced by justice, leading to a Four of Wands, which is the end of whatever celebrations they were having. It's like the truth is becoming revealed. The truth about some form of King of Swords, authority, military style, perhaps advice that was given to bring a Ten of Swords, I believe, construct, fast-moving energy to this Queen of Wands, who was just wanting to embark on a journey of some sort of study, some form of betterment on whatever it was that they were engaging at that time. And this is on a moral compass on the upright. Now the Three of Coins is the illusion that was painted. Like everything fell apart for whatever the foundational structure is. So whether it be the relationship as the foundational structure, whether it be maybe they had some sort of family construct together. Maybe there was some sort of business arrangement together. There's something together. Maybe it was even a home. Maybe it was like a business, like a building that was purchased between the two. It could be anything in regards to some sort of contractual understanding agreement between the two of them that was brought to a halt. And it was brought to a death because of some sort of circumstance that occurred. Now the Queen of Wands, being in the future positioning, and the current of the question, which is regarding the channel that I have, which is the dream of something explosive, right? Something explosive occurring, a row of houses illuminating, and a car like blowing up, or something like this. Something's going to blow up big and cause a lot of illumination at the forefront of a circumstance. It was the front of the houses that blew up in my dream. So at the forefront of a circumstance, something uncomfortable to do with family construct, friendship construct, some sort of relational construct. The star is showing that there's light at the end of the tunnel. This could be good prospects, or a new dawn is coming, is also what this card illuminates, aside from also hope, bright promises, some sort of faith or recovery, some sort of recognition in regards to the spirit of whom this Queen of Wands is and what has occurred. Now, what are the emotions in this energy at this time? Something is illuminated, has been illuminated, and is coming. It's like something has blown up. Again, there was a video in my channel as well of seeing something, and then somebody coming on and hiding the main part of the video by expressing how much they love the person in the video. But there was no love really seen, because the video that was showcasing someone's talents, the talents weren't not even seen, because somebody decided to paint this illusion of love over top of this child. That could also be significant. Maybe there's children involved. Maybe there's a child involved. A video of some sort of component could be involved in regards to this. Show me the emotions, please. There we go. Five of Swords. In the reverse, the Five of Swords is bearing a lot of hostility, a lot of shame, a lot of regrets. So a lot of tension of unresolved nature is in the emotions right now. And these are coming up to be resolved. There's some form of resolution that's needing to be understood or experienced, some sort of mediation, some sort of apologies to formulate some form of way forward is the solution, or in the emotions right now. So maybe this King of Cups and this King of Swords, perhaps this Knight of Swords, are all seeing the unjust nature of whatever has occurred, or the unjust nature of how they have played a role in some sort of fictitious experience portraying this Queen of Wands as somebody who didn't have two pennies to rub together, somebody who didn't bring something to the table in regards to whatever this foundational situation is. And this ends in the outcome of a Five of Wands experience. And I feel like this is also a choice. The outcome being Five of Wands in reverse, which is all about an internal struggle. So somebody could be having the struggle to engage this experience within them. The struggle could be based on a lot of fictitious belief structures that were placed out there that are now coming into the understanding that were formulated, which is creating some sort of shameful feeling or experience with the Five of Swords in reverse. The Five of Wands in reverse is this irritability, this conflict, having to be seen, because there was about being unseen with the Four of Wands in reverse. A lot of things were unseen, a lot of things were unsaid, a lot of things were kept silent. But this is the internal struggle that somebody had. It's almost like the scales have flipped. Again, the mirroring energy was within the components of this read in regards to the numbering sequences that I've seen. So this is significant. It's like on one spectrum, there was a creation of something for somebody, and then now it seems like it's flipped. It's like something is illuminated because of some sort of discord that somebody has achieved in their life from that circumstance. And it sounds like it could be something regarding the pink elephant in the room, which could be addiction or like fictitious examples of what has actually occurred has been illuminated. And so the Five of Wands is that avoiding the conflict. It's having to give in or give up whatever was being held so tightly with that Chariot and that Ten of Swords. And what was it that came with the Chariot and the Ten of Swords? I don't remember. I think I shuffled the cards since, but it was to put an end. Oh, I think it was sneaky and deceptive, perhaps. Anywho, you can go back in the read to see. But yeah, there was a Chariot, there was a Ten of Swords created to create Page of Wands, I think it was. Some sort of new beginning that person was trying to dabble in regarding being victorious in their life, cultivating with what they have, you know? The Five of Wands outcome is indicating a need to recuperate and a need to give in or give up and compromise. Some sort of intimidation. So the scales are tipping, and the choice is up to somebody on how they move forward with this regard. But they're coming across an environment that's holding the star energy. The star energy is filled with promise and light at the end of the tunnel. And I feel we're going to clarify that. We're going to clarify the star energy. Yeah, it's like a mirroring energy again. The Strength card in reverse. Is kind of telling me there's this force, this aggression going against the star, the light at the end of the tunnel. It's trying to suppress, trying to hide. Again, the Seven of Swords, I think clarifying the Knight of Swords came up. Something sneaky and deceptive. Something is not being made aware. Something to do with blessing, someone's blessing, some sort of inheritance, some sort of construct that's in regards to a commitment to another and the need of another in regards to this commitment. The Strength card in reverse is clarifying that the star is being suppressed. There's some sort of doubt or insecurity in regards to this Queen of Wands, some sort of insensitivity and with the Strength card in reverse. So it's like the environment, which is showcasing the star energy, is being suppressed. They're still trying to suppress it. However, there's something that has come into an illumination. within the foundation of this understanding. And the Five of Wands is their struggle. They have this internal struggle with doing the right thing. Clarify the Five of Wands moving forward. Yeah, and there's the Magician coming in sideways again, trying to create that illusion again over the Queen of Cups, over this Queen of Wands. There's some sort of an illusion masquerading over top of this individual that's been created by this King of Cups, that's been distorted and planned by this King of Swords to maintain some form of illusionment. The Magician represents a person's power, like their destiny. So this Queen of Wands could have tremendous power. Maybe she, trying to move forward in her destiny, because that does line up with the Destiny card. Her destiny was flipped upside down due to this circumstance. This has to do with an abuse of rights. This is coming out. You can't hide this. And it's like the idea that nobody saw anything, whatever this construct was, the idea that nobody saw anything, disregarding the idea, and this again, kind of honing in on the belief system. This could be two differing belief systems. The understanding, like for instance, I know God sees all. I believe God sees all. I believe angels see all. I believe my ancestors see all. I know this to be true for various reasons throughout my life that have been proven that to me. But my beliefs are not the same as your beliefs. Again, my life circumstances are not the same as your life circumstances. So what I believe, you may not understand or can comprehend to believe because you may not have experienced seeing an angel like I have, or having ancestors speak to you the way I have. So there's some sort of belief system here that's kind of misunderstanding the as above, so below. So it's like what you dish out, you're going to receive. And I feel like it's like the wheels turning, the wheel of fortune's turning, the blessings card coming up, being sneaky about the blessing. The fact that the star card's here in the environment also is showing there's something sneaky about that. There's something weird about that that's going on. And then the Magician card is this distorted energy to continue to create some sort of burden, some sort of hidden knowledge, hidden truth about this Queen of Wands. What's hidden? Yeah, and this landing on the star, trying to create her world to crumble, trying to make the Queen of Wands world, the Queen of Cups in the other deck, some sort of relationship that came to a halt, whether that be friendship, lover, business, place it where it fits, but some sort of construct to create your world to crumble, your foundation to crumble, everything that you have to crumble so that another can gain some form of praise, some form of reward, some sort of emperor-like status where they've conquered somebody. There's this idea of conquering in the energy. It's really sick and delusional feeling, actually. Anywho, I'm going to leave this here. If this resonated with you, I feel for you. I mean, it sounds like a really disturbing energy. I can relate to this energy. And I can see that there's some sort of construct coming in that's illuminating something as the Justice card is here. But I think I'm going to leave this here. I might clarify the Justice card. I feel like it's going to go into another whole loopla. Clarify the Justice card. For the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So somebody played with your destiny and it's coming into light. There's justice coming in to be revealed for this. So somebody, whoever was playing around with your construct, with your foundation, trying to create lies, spread lies about who you were, in reality, it was quite the opposite. And I feel like this is now coming forth. There's some sort of truth coming out. There's some sort of reflection occurring with the Hermit card at the bottom of the deck about this Emperor energy being sneaky and deceptive over an Ace of Pentacles, creating some sort of Three of Swords illusion, to a Hierophant, over a Hierophant, and celebrating, gaining some sort of exchange in money in regards to it, because of somebody's into it to go back to school, to take some sort of course, to move forward in a certain direction or way that perhaps the other did not quite understand. And it wasn't their position to understand. It sounds like it was a position for them to either hold or not hold, and they chose not to hold it. And then they chose to tear it down because they could not hold it. Some sort of struggle, celebrating, some sort of Two of Pentacles exchange went down, and the Four of Wands that was once celebrated has since been discarded. And this is led by devil energy. The construct of belief, maybe painting you as the devil, but maybe the reality is, maybe they're seeing that their behavior, their acknowledgement in it was quite devilish. Or just the way that they're bulldozing through it, being sneaky and deceptive, is what is showcasing the devil energy. This is all being brought to the forefront. There is light at the end of the tunnel in the environment, being the Star card here. Even though they're trying their damnedest to disregard you and create discord in your foundation, it's not happening. The energy feels like it's not happening. Nothing is working. This is the past energy, and it's not working. The Queen of Wands is going to be seen. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Magician. Maybe she's going to pull a magic trick. It came up right, not sideways. This is a different deck as well. Chariot energy at the bottom. Tower. Temperance energy. Earth Angel energy. Balance. Seven of Coins. Queen of Coins. 10 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. I feel like a big magic trick is going to come out of this. Something unexpected. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for sharing space with me today, guys. Until next time, take care.